Okay, so I just drilled, you can see it, I think, little hole right here, and that's a little bit of traveling with the drill bit because I didn't do it right. Anyway, it's kind of messy, but it doesn't matter. So the way to do this is I loosen up this screw on the top of the saw blade, let my saw blade out, and I'll grab my piece and I'll pass the blade through that hole. It's kind of tricky. Okay, it's come through. Then I'll let that part sit at the bottom of the saw, and then I will reattach my blade by opening it up there, and I'm pushing it with my chest. I'm pushing in this way with my chest, and you can see the blade moving back and forth. I'm going back and forth. I'll push it a little bit, and then I'll tighten that one up. And it should sound like, there should be like a ping to it. Anyway, that's nice and tight. Come back here, and I am going to saw out. I'm not going to scribe it, I'm just going to do it quickly. You could actually run your scribe around the outside of it to give you a better guide, but I'm just doing this quickly so you guys see. Start to do the curve. I can't bring it out. I'm going to bring the whole thing around carefully towards me. And getting a little sticky again. I might want to put some more of that burr life on. So here I'm coming to that angle where I am going to saw up and down, but I'm going to pull back that way so I can make the curve. So I'm going to bring the saw blade over a little bit. I'm not cutting it all, I'm just giving it an angle to work, a new angle for the saw blade to work, and I can start going forward again. And then at the top of the heart, we definitely have an acute angle there, and that's where my saw blade could break. As I come around, and I'm at the bottom of it right now. I'm going to go backwards, pulling back that way as I go up and down, bring the saw around, and then continue the cut. I'm at the right angle here, fell out. Okay, I didn't see where the end of the cut was. I loosen this up, pull my saw blade through, and we're done. And you can see, it's a little rough, but a little tricky to clean on the inside too. You would have to use a round file or a half round to kind of file away the inside, but you get the idea. And now I said I was going to use shears to cut this quickly, and you can see how quickly you can do this. Cut it off at tangents. Watch out with these pieces of metal. They are extremely sharp. They curl up like that, and they'll stick in your finger. This is a little messy too, so I'm going to have little pointed angles all around the circle, which I would then remove. So I'm not going to cut all the way through. You can see what happened there. I'll be able to get my shears in here. I'll cut to there. Cut to there. Do this real quick. 2 more cuts. 1 there. And maybe 1 more. 1, 2. So you can see it's pretty much a circle, but if you look closely, you'll see that it has little points on it. And those you will just use a file. You'll grab your piece like this, and with a file, I will just file around, coming up to the line that I've scribed, always keeping that line in full view. You can see, I don't think I might have gone over the line, but anyway, just for a demo. And of course, again, that is called piercing, and that is what you cannot do with shears. You have to use a jeweler's saw to cut out the inside area of a piece of sheet, like we just did here. And that is it.